It means work in progress has to continue. People come up with new ideas, new problems arise. No nation's ever finished.
Unfinished, yeah, it does suggest that you've got like a responsibility that you haven't met yet. It's unfinished.
History is a work in progress and things change every single day. I think it's just adding your piece bit by bit.
There's always a new idea that I could have or a suggestion from someone that can cause like a spark.
When I think of something that's unfinished, I think of it as progressing, and I think progress is inherently virtuous and beautiful.
History is really important. If you know about history in the past, you know what's right, you know what's wrong.
I like just learning and having fun with your friends as you do it. So you can learn about what's happened and what people have done in the past.
To me, that means the United States is a work in progress, trying to live up to our ideals. Even if you know history, you may repeat the mistakes of the past. But if you don't, how can you make informed decisions about anything?
Our history is still being told. In the next, decade, the next century, we will be still unfinished. One easy thing to point to is technology, how we interact with each other. How will that define history in 100 years? It's definitely an unfinished story.
You got to know where you're coming from. You got to understand the background of everything. Like if you're interested in food, you should know the history of food. If you're interested in fashion, you should know the history of fashion.
History tells us a lot about human nature. Looking at our predecessors, looking at our ancestors and our forebears, learning from their mistakes, but also learning from their accomplishments.
Things around you are continually changing, so you have to adapt. If there's a finished product, then as time moves on, you become outdated.
You're part of this continuing spectrum. If you're listening to this right now, you are on the cutting edge of history right now. Everything that happened when I started talking is already history.
We're big on legacy here in this country. We're really big on legacy and building stuff and having stuff to show. And yeah, I'm just one of the people trying to do that kind of thing.
I think a lot of people have this nature where as soon as you complete one thing, you just focus on what you haven't done and what you want to achieve and what's the next thing, and you forget to give yourself credit for the hard work that you've done. I've been trying to be better about that recently.